Hello everybody, welcome back to Space Engine. It's been a while, but I figured let's get to it. Now I had a lot of requests for this one. The first one being just to change the lighting and exposure to more realistic levels. So I did, and yeah, we'll see how that works. And there's a lot of destination requests here. So first off, we have Epsilon Iridani and Epsilon Indy. Somebody asking about the Halo universe, so we're gonna do that because that actually sounds like a lot of fun. I actually only really played the first Halo game, and I liked it a lot. The second one I played for a bit and got incredibly bored with it. So yeah, that's kind of where my experience with Halo kind of stopped. Really. I know Epsilon Iridani exists. Oh, that's misspelled. Salon. Unless I need to use a different name for it. 1 second. Well, I checked, and it seems correct. I just can't seem to find it here. Let's try 3. There we go. They've had a different name. Duh. Alright. 3 area Azha. Is that correct? I may be wrong about this. I haven't put in a whole lot of research on any of the Epsilon stars, so I'm not too sure. 1 second again. No, this seems to be the right star. Same class and everything. Weird. Let's see if we have one on here. I'm surprised it didn't have its full name, Epsilon Iridani. However, this is the best I can do. Hot desert. Well, let's go. I'm in the mood for a hot desert. That wasn't sexual, I swear. Anyways. Hmm. Yes. Oh, a lot of moons here. Wow, that's quite the bright planet. My goodness. There's a lot of moons. Well, no, it's warm gas giant, warm desert. I think the warm desert sounds a little more entertaining and a little less harsh. Because, yeah, not a huge fan of the harsh environments. They can be fun sometimes, don't get me wrong. Like, Venus is my favorite solar planet, I should say. And it's quite severe. It's very severe. Ah, okay. Ooh, pretty. Let's turn our volumes down, or our volume, our speed. Let's slowly descend through the atmosphere. On these mountains. There's some nice mountains right there. Flying over the wind. I know there is a flight mode, but I'm much too lazy to use that. Well, not lazy, it's just it has issues. I must have a very thin atmosphere, so I can still see stars. What's the atmosphere like? Atmospheric pressure, 0.08. Oh yeah, it's pretty low. Temperature's not bad though. Anyways, let's get the hell out of Dodge. Now let's check out our next destination, which is Epsilon Indy, which I found is come on, 3 Indy. I know that's it. If it's not there, I swear to God. Oh, there we go. Oh, here we go. Just Eps Indy. Go to... Yeah, okay. Orange Dwarf binary. That sounds a little sketchy. But let's have a look-see. Frozen world, lots of moons. A giant with life. Oh, oh dear. Yeah, 3ND, this is in fact the right place. And we found a frozen ice giant with life. Not the moons, the actual ice gas giant planet has life. It's also incredibly dark. Where's its host star from here? Oh, it's down there. Wow. So we have a very dark, very fast... Actually, one second. Let's check the settings. Graphics. Let's turn off real planets. Lights. See how that looks. Okay, yeah, there we go. So without the realistic lighting, which I'm going to do temporarily just so I can get a look at this planet, we have a storm. Okay. That looks pretty. Actually, no, I'm going to go back to the realistic settings, and we're going to explore its atmosphere to see what conditions on the said planet would be like. Boom. Boom. Alright. I'm doing this manually here because I like to live dangerously. Oh, okay. It's kind of a hazy, dark. Is this a solid surface I'm seeing? There shouldn't be a solid surface on an ice giant. Hang on. I need to see what the hell I'm looking at here. There is a surface. Why is there a surface? Unless they're using, oh no, it has floaters. Organic multicellular floaters. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, because an ice giant is like, Uranus and Neptune. They're ice giants, technically. So I'm really confused as to why there's a surface on that. But I guess it's just the rendering. It has to have a surface on it, kind of thing. Unless it's a thick layer of something, like a dense ammonia layer, or an ammonia ice layer. That just looks like ground. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that, sure. Anyways, let's revert our settings back so we can go back to exploring, because I have other places I need to be in the universe. So, we have a very dark planet full of floaters. Now, floaters and sinkers, those of you who don't know, they're, how do I describe them? They're kind of like an astrobiological idea for possible life on gas giants. Carl Sagan, I think, talked about them best, where you have, like in a gas giant, you can have life forms that live in the clouds, where you have, some called floaters, which are like giant floating jellyfish things that are either keep their internal temperature warm, or they use hydrogen from the surrounding gases to keep aloft. And then you have creatures called sinkers, which are they're born in the high clouds, and they live and reproduce as they slowly sink and perish into the lower atmosphere. It's actually quite cool. But anyways, we're going to leave this place aside, as much fun as that is. Next up was, well actually I've had IC1101 and M101, that's the Pinwheel Galaxy, but I'm going to go to a place of my own first, that I've been meaning to go to. Yay! Thank God. Captain Star. This is a star that I find very interesting. Oh, Jesus, it's right here. Okay. What makes it interesting is it's very, very old. Like, it's very old. I think it's like, what was it, like 11 or 12 billion years old? I think it was 11 billion years old. Anyways, so it's much older than the Earth, or like our star system, which is only like 4 billion years old. Whereas this one is 11 billion years old, and it has a couple planets that actually reside in its habitable zone. And they bring some interesting ideas to the table, because you could potentially have a planet, especially Captain B. You could potentially have a planet that is habitable, potentially, and over 11 billion years old, which means that if any life did arise, it's had 11 billion years to exist. And that's pretty damn cool. Uh, I don't know about you, but that's pretty damn cool. This planet seems to have a desert. It's probably tidally locked, I would assume. Temperate desert, yeah, okay. This is probably a good analogy for Captain B. Captain. I always want to say it Captain, but it's Captain. I don't know. I don't speak Dutch. Anyways, you have a desert, and you seem to have a snowy tundra leading into the back. That actually makes sense if it's tidally locked, because on one side's constantly warm, the other side's constantly not. So we're going to see if we're going to fly over the Terminator here between the warm desert and, ooh, impact craters. I'll look at those later. The warm deserty part and the cooler tundra Arctic part. Letting the terrain load in. This atmosphere is very, very thin. That makes me kind of sad. Now, if it was realistic, you wouldn't see stars because the light would be so bright that it would wash out the stars, kind of like on the moon. So I'll either have a setting wrong or it's just not doing that. At any rate, I don't care because I'm having loads of fun right now. Icy mountains. Impact craters. A lot of impacts. A lot of impacts. Actually, I was kind of laughing at the star system Tau Ceti. It also probably has planets. Actually, it does have planets, but it also has a very thick debris disk around it. So any planets that do reside there have, they probably get like thwomped by impacts quite a bit. It's quite the mountain, actually. Whoa. Here, let's go out and find one of those impact craters that enthralled me before I got distracted. Oh, I was flying over one of them. Oh, cool. Excellent. But I think I already went to Tau Ceti once. Yeah, I think I did. I don't know, I've been doing this for a long time, this series. It's just so much fun, and people seem to like it, so I just do whatever. But again, I do take suggestions on where to go. Just leave in the comments where you want me to go, and I'll try my damn well hardest to find it. Because I enjoy exploring space. Oh, look at that. Jaggedy mountains. On that note, the movie Interstellar is coming out, or has already come out, depending on when you watch this. I think it's already come out, actually. And I'm really looking forward. I want to see it. I hate movie theaters, so I don't know if I'll actually go see it in theaters. But I am looking forward big time to seeing it. Because I generally do like Christopher Nolan. And I like Matthew McConaughey. So I'm looking forward to it. What's with these weird greeny colors on the ground? Or yellowy, I don't know. Color blindness. Anyways, so I'm looking forward to that. What kind of moons does this place have? Where am I? Here? Temperature. Oh, it just has like asteroids. And one temperate desert. Let's go there. Unless I'm going back to the planet. Oh yeah, I guess I am going back to the planet. Never mind. Actually, let's go to this cold gas giant. Because I'm in the mood for a gas giant. Oh my god, it has a lot of moons in the ring system. Shepherd moons, I think they're called. In fact, I know what they're called. Yeah, like over here, you have like a Shepherd asteroid, which its gravity helps keep the rings together. And it also clears out a little space here. You can see its orbit. A lot of Saturn's moons, not a lot of them, but a few of them are classified as shepherds because they keep. Oh yeah, look at that. There's even a surface down here when there really shouldn't be. I guess it's just a rendering thing. They think all planets have surfaces just for the game, which I'm cool with. The collision and box thing. Kind of looks like the clouds of Joule down here. It's like Kerbal Space Program. Joule. Yeah. AVG is updated. If you guys see that, then that's great. I really need to explore more gas giants in this game. They really are a fun little thing. Here's a dense layer that I can't get through. I'm going at 55 kilometers a second, and it's taking me a long time to get to the surface. Gas giants are pretty decent. They really are. I like the cloud patterns too. That's righteous. Alright, hippie time. Alright, now we're gonna leave our galaxy because I have to go to... Or I have to continue my, I see... 1101. There we go. Because I have to continue to do my commitment to, go to places where people ask me to go because I'm a nice guy. There we go. Alright, this is a massively large, elliptical galaxy. In fact, it's one of the biggest. It's quite ginormous. Let's see if stars will actually... They're populated with stars. No, it's populating slowly. Let's go into the center. Oh, this is a really thick-ass galaxy. Alright, that's a globular cluster. That's a yellow binary. Oh. I want to find more black holes. I don't know how I found that one time. Must have been a fluke. But I've tried looking for like known black holes around here, and none of them seem to exist in this game. It makes me sad. I just seem to like find galaxies I find them by accident in globular clusters and stuff. It's weird. Okay. Speaking of globular clusters, that's where I'm going right now. This is a dense one. Actually, Captain Star. It's actually a halo star, which means it's a star that's from... It's generally outside the disk of the galaxy. It's from an area outside the disk of the galaxy, where you have some of the oldest known stars in the universe. So it's actually really close to Earth, though. It's like 13 light years from Earth. So obviously, it also moves really fast. So obviously, it's just come from the halo region near our little neighborhood through its trekking. Could you imagine living on a planet in a globular cluster like this? Like a very dense-ass cluster? That would be so cool. Let's see if I can find a planet of interest in this cluster. A lot of orange giants, a lot of old planets here. Let's go to this one. It'll be a good analogy. I also have to go to M101, which is the Pinwheel Galaxy, before this video is over, so I'll do that right after this. So yeah. I like galaxies. I need to get a new telescope. The one I have, it's good and all, but it's really lacking. I'm gonna get like a big Dobsonian reflecting telescope. Those are where it's at. God, these are really hot planets. Well, actually, here's a temperate ice giant. It probably has some moons we can go to. Warm asteroid, warm. Do they have any temperate asteroids? Or let's just go to the... Well, actually, looks cool. Let's go there. Warm asteroid, warm slab. Those are tiny asteroids. Oh, dude, I'm gonna go to one of those next. Looks like Mars. That's pretty. But I'm going to do one of these tiny little asteroids because that just sounds like a lot of fun. We'll get there eventually. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. You can do it. There we go. Oh, it's a rocky one too. Huh, interesting. Actually, I need to speed this up here. Let's go to... That's actually quite an interesting little pattern there. Anyways, up next is M101. It's a Messier object. Which... did I do it wrong? Is that what I did? Yeah, okay. M101. Yeah, the Messier objects, they were originally cataloged back in the day, and they were thought to be, a lot of them were thought to be nebulas, or they were thought to be nebulas inside our galaxy. And later they found out that a lot of these Messier objects were actually galaxies outside of our galaxy. Like Andromeda was classified as a Messier object. So there's a fun fact. Ooh, a cluster. Let's go there. A nice globular. Oh, I should go to like a known supermassive black hole if I can actually locate it. Again, I'm trying to find a small gravitational distortion in an entire galaxy. It's not that easy a thing to do. God, it's bright in here. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's just the center. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, it's a black hole! Oh, and here I was, completely doubting myself that I would not find a black hole in the center of this cluster. See, this is what makes this game so great, is this stuff happens to me. Yeah, 'cause a lot of people have been asking me to go to another black hole, and, because, yeah. What are these brighter stars around it? Those are just white supergiants. Let's back up, see if I can reassign the black hole to my pointer. Oh, I guess not. Now, some people ask me, they want me to fly a ship into a black hole. Unfortunately, the ship textures are still broken. Oh. Welcome to Rendering Hell. Rendering Purgatory. Actually, escape. Aha! Take that, light. I managed to escape. What's your excuse? Now, a black hole isn't really, it isn't like a vacuum in space that some people think it is. A black hole is just, it's residual gravity is what it is. It's like, black holes will not actively suck everything around them. It'll only pull in stuff that wanders too close, and it's not a choice or anything, it's just how it works, it being gravity and whatnot. So it's like, if you have a black hole that's, you know, a few light years from a planet, it's not going to pull in the planet like you'd think, like a whirlpool or something like that, unless the planet wanders too close and gets captured by its gravity. So yeah, it's basically just a massive gravity well. And another fun idea is that black holes actually contain other universes. Now, not to just lead to them, but they actually contain them. And this actually helps explain, this is a theory, it's not known for sure, but it'll actually help explain some portions of the Big Bang Theory. For example, because like you think about it, a black hole is really hyper compressed gravity into a singularity from which, you know, we don't know what happens. So technically you can have an entire universe compressed into the space of a black hole, and from within that black hole you wouldn't know you're in a black hole because from your perspective the space seems normal, but from the outside it's actually ultra compressed into this infinitesimally small place. So there's an idea that universes actually form within black holes, especially supermassive ones. Like when a star collapses, all of that matter gets compressed, and then what you experience inside the black hole is like a Big Bang, where you get a massive flood of energy and matter, which then disperses and spreads out, and then cools and forms stars and galaxies and stuff like that. So there's the idea that universes actually reproduce, well, you can say reproduce, quote unquote, through black holes. Or you have black holes will pin two separate membrane universes together, and where they're pinned together, there's a massive explosion of matter into the adjoining universe, which is also like a Big Bang. It's like that's one thing a lot of people don't realize. Like the Big Bang Theory doesn't just say that there was something matter from nothing. I think that's actually a misconception. Quite a few theories regarding the Big Bang have an explanation that talks about how it isn't matter from nothing. It's matter from somewhere else somehow getting the energy to do what it did. But of course, the best answer for how the universe started is we don't know, because we honestly don't know. And there's no shame in admitting that you don't know, because that's the fun part of science. It's like, instead of trying to make something up or trying to like religiously cling to an idea that is wrong, that's just no. It's like, if you don't know, just say you don't know. There's a lot. In fact, there's more about the universe we don't know than we do know. And that's what makes it fun. That's just what makes it fun. So yeah, black hole, everyone. Actually, I wonder if I can. I wonder if I can get a ship. How do I do the ships again? On the edge. Oh, that's my locations. Magnitude. No. Oh, don't want to do that. F11. That's a screenshot. I want that. I don't know. How the hell do I do this? Spacecraft mode. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, I'm on spacecraft mode. That's what's going on. Alright, I guess I'm flying into a black hole.